KD9MED, KD9MED, K9RFD. Start recording. Okay, sounds good, Mike. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your net control station this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. It's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or if the PL on your radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 610 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you in the net. This net is being live streamed around the world via the internet. Those of you who wish to check in via the internet, Mike, KD9MED in Rochelle, is live streaming this net. He's also recording it for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Just go ahead and punch in your internet check-ins, and Mike will relay your check-in to me. Of course, if you're on the 6, you can hear the repeater. If you can't get to it due to conditions or you're too far away from it, you don't have internet access, just give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FNFN, 232-3636. The local Freeport number. I'll take your check-in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first. Before we get underway, I have an announcement to make. Right after we get done with check-ins, we're going to do a tribute. We had another ham radio operator pass away this past week. Robert Geisek, N9RUX in the Belvedere, passed away a few years ago. We're going to be doing a tribute to him in a few minutes. We're going to do a moment of silence and a last call. Anybody, I know there are a lot of people, let me reset. There are a lot of people from the Boone County area are tuning in to the net for the tribute to Robert. We'll do this right after we get done with check-ins. If anybody have any comments concerning this individual, you're free to go ahead and make them. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile stations. If you have family time, you're rather concentrating your drive, you can't stay for the net, we'll take your short timer and your mobile check-ins. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After we get done short time on mobile stations, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, bike rides, marathons, or an Amfest.
This is KC9ICH, Kilo Charlie 9, India Charlie Hotel, Robert in Rockford, short time.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform, Michael in Janesville, short time, I have no traffic.
Okay, Robert, K9ICH. That radio of yours sounds great. I already got you checked in as an early bird. But thank you for checking in. We'll put you down as a general check-in there. So, okay. Also, Mike 89VU, I've got you checked in short time. We'll get back to you in a few minutes here. Okay, as I was saying here, after we get done with, we'll do the general, after we get done with short time mobilization, we'll take general check-ins. First we'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois, next we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfast, bike rides, marathons, or ham-fests. Then we'll do, again, after we get done with check-ins, we're going to do the tribute to Robert Geisig, K9RFD. Okay, then we'll do our regular features. We're going to do W9UIJ Carl's Corner in honor of the former Tuesday evening at TechNet, which Tony K9RFD and Carl W9UIJ used to host. Carl's Corner. Carl used to read segments from different ham radio magazines about propagation, theory, and what have you. Anybody has any technical questions? Are you having a problem with your antenna? Or are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna you want to put up on your tower? You have technical questions? Please feel free to ask them, and we'll try to answer them for you. Let me hear your set. Then we'll do the, let's see, the W9, the Gene Duncan DX Corner, in honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time he checked in his net, he always had a DX report to pass along. Then we'll do our swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies of rapture, radio, and computers, we'll do that. The topic this week, this is a carryover from the Monday night rah-rah info net. Larry, K9KCT, and I share the dues of net control on that net. Larry was asking everybody what their favorite snacks was. Potato chips, popcorn, crackers, peanuts, or what have you. That's what we'll talk about on the net tonight. Then we'll have the W9, oh boy. We'll do the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. This is for the benefit of those who are studying for their first ham radio license. By the way, VE testing session tomorrow at 12 noon at the Freeport Public Library here in Freeport. We'll do that. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time mobilization we'd like to check in? We got, let's see, I got K9ICH and the AE9VU already checked in short time. Do we have any other short time mobilization we want to check in? Please call now.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg in Rockford, short time.
KD9SBA, Matt and Stillman. Short time, no traffic. Have a good net, Jimmy.
Okay, I've got two stations checked in. N9GBP, Greg and Robert got you checked in. 73, thank you for checking in. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you on the Monday night net. KD9SBA, Matt down in Stillman Valley, Ogle County. Got you checked in, Matt. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. Any more short time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K9KZT, Larry.
K9KZT. Okay, Larry. I've got you checked in a short time. Are you going to listen to the net there, or what are you going to do?
I'll listen as much as I can, but I can't necessarily come back with the transmission. Thank you, Jimmy. KC9GCR, K9KZT.
You're welcome, Larry. Thank you for checking in. K9KZT, Larry, Robert, the king of CW. Yes, 3 Morse Gold sessions. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights, immediately following the end of the respective 2-meter nets. Okay, he's the one who had the question. What is your favorite snack food? We're gonna pick up where he left off here later on tonight. So okay, Any more, thank you for checking in, Larry. Any more short time and low stations for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Short time, no traffic.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. Tom 73, have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. Any more short time and low stations for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9, OPC, short time, no traffic.
KD9OPC, Bill and Pecatonica. I've got you checked in, Bill. Thank you for checking the Friday night fun net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. Any more short time and low stations for the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Okay, let's move on to general check-ins. At this time, I'll take general check-ins from any general check-ins from Northern Illinois who'd like to check the Friday night fun net. Please call now.
W9JTC gonna check in. Good evening, Jimmy. No traffic at this time.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe. No traffic. GO, Larry and Rockford. Maybe we'll have a little bit of traffic.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle, and I've got an internet check-in for you.
Checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the roundtable. Thank you for checking in. K9HKX, Larry and Roscoe, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the roundtable, and thank you for checking in also. AC9GO, Larry and Roxon, I've got you checked in with traffic. I'll get back to you a few minutes with your traffic. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9MED, Mike and Rochelle, and I have an internet check-in for you.
K9MED, Mike and Rochelle, who's live streamed this net on the internet and recording it for future rebroadcast on Friday Night Fun Net's Facebook page. Go ahead with your internet check-in there, Mike.
It'd be Patrick, Kilo Foxtrot, Niner, Sierra Delta, KF9SD.
KF9SD, Pat in Warren, Illinois. Sometimes he calls me on the phone, and sometimes he checks in on the internet. Okay, I got him checked in. I put a little IC next to his call for internet check-in. So, okay, thanks, Mike, and I got you checked in also. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilo Alpha. A9JF, Jim in Los Parks. This is Kurt, and I'm in Roscoe.
Kilo Alpha 9, Mike, Charlie.
Okay, I got two stations checked in. KD9JF, Jim in Los Park, I've got you checked in. Jim, I'll get back to you a few minutes around table. Thank you for checking in. KE9N, Kurt, and as new QTH and Roscoe, the repeater chairman, we've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table. Thank you for checking in, Kurt. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilo Alpha 9, Mike, Charlie.
KC9QPL, Paul, Los Parks.
Kilo Alpha 9, Mike, Charlie.
K9QPL, Paul in Los Park. Okay, Paul, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes around table, and thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois with the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Kilo Alpha 9, Mike, Charlie.
Okay, no further checks from Northern Illinois. Let's see if we can get a good turnout from Southern Wisconsin. Any stations in Southern Wisconsin would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9, K9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
K9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. Got you checked in, Norm. I'll get back to you in a few minutes around the table. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from southern Wisconsin who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, it's Friday Night Fish Fry Night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, or tavern, despite the cold weather. They're eating their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern pie, walleye, muskie, crappie, and bass, what have you. And those of you in the Milwaukee area, you're eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and Braunschweiger. Of course, you cheese lovers are eating some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. The weather conditions on the lakes should be just right for you guys to go ice fishing. Take your HTs, to check in the Friday Night Fun, of course. But take your generators, your food, your beer, your TV. I don't know if you want TV, and now the Packers are out of the playoffs, so you won't need that. So, take your generators or what have you. Good luck. Hope you catch your fill of fish there. Okay, at this time, I will take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, and no further check-ins noted. We'll try for more check-ins later on. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with the deepest regret that I announce the passing of Robert Geisick, N9RUX, a longtime ham radio operator in the Belvedere, Boone County area. He was 62 years old. He, sad to say, he passed away from the effects of COVID-19. He was a longtime member of the Big Thunder Amateur Radio Club. His dad owned the Ben's radio and the TV repair. Okay, I never knew the individual, of course, but is there anybody in Belvedere or Boone County listening to this net, or would you like to make any comments concerning this individual? Okay, at this time, I'm going to do a 1 minute all keys down moment of silence, and then we're going to do a last call in honor of Robert Geisick, N9RUX. We will now do a 1 minute all keys down moment of silence. N9KUX, K9GCR. N9KUX, K9GCR. No signal, K9GCR, Bob, I never knew you personally, but I heard you were a long-time AM radio operator and a member of the Big Thunder AM Radio Club in Belvedere. You will surely be missed. 73s, may you rest in peace, and we'll carry on from here. This is K9GCR of the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. We just did a 1 minute all keys down moment of silence, and a last call in honor of Robert Dysick, N9 KUX, who passed away as a result of a battle with COVID. He will sorely be missed. Okay, at this time, before we proceed, do we have any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Fun Net? Remember, we're in the region with our traffic. Please call K9GCR.
KD9MED with another internet check-in.
Go ahead, Mike.
This one is Sam. Call sign is Kilo Alpha Niner Mike Charlie Charlie KA9MCC.
K9 MCC. Okay, we got him checked in there, Mike. But where is this QTH? Where's he at?
He didn't list that one, Jim.
Okay, thanks, Mike. I'm sure he's hearing this. KA9MCC, welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This set meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Usually on this repeater, but if we can't meet here, we'll hold on the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, Illinois. PO 114.8 plus offset. Thanks, Mike. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, this is K9GCR, net control of the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, what we're going to do next, we are going to do, just a minute. Somebody had traffic. Larry. No. That's right. Yeah, Larry, H9GO. You had traffic. Go ahead with your traffic, please.
This is C9GO, and basically I wanted to remind all the rah-rah members that we will have a meeting next Friday, 7 o'clock. It will be on Zoom, and also it's going to be on the air. It'll start at 7 o'clock, and Larry, K9KZT is going to be doing the broadcast part of it. But we're going to have a presentation by Kurt, KE9N, on buying a ham radio, HF ham radio, so with an emphasis on your first one. Let me break a minute. Anyhow, that's going to be next Friday at 7 o'clock, and it'll be on the repeater here at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be on Zoom, and all members of rah-rah will get a link to the Zoom meeting. Also, a reminder to all members that it's time to get your dues in. We upped them to $15 a year just a short time ago, because we had $10 last year. That didn't quite cover everything, so but $15 is a good deal on any club, and believe me, we put that much out. So let me give you the address members, send your $15 to Rockford Amateur Radio Association, Post Office Box 8465, that's 8465, Rockford, Illinois, 61126. So you got Rockford Amateur Radio Association, Post Office Box 8465, Rockford, Illinois, 61126. And thanks for the time to allowing me to put the information out there, Jim. Appreciate it. AC9GO, back to net.
You're welcome there, Larry. I almost forgot who had traffic, but I happened to look at the list and say, oh yeah, you did. So okay, sounds good. Thank you for checking in. Next Friday at 7 o'clock. And on this repeater and on Zoom, the monthly rah-rah meeting. Kurt KD9MED is going to give a presentation on buying your HF radio, the first HF rig, and about the membership dues, $15 there. Okay, thank you for checking in. Okay, this is K9GCR, and I do have some traffic I want to pass along. Tomorrow, February 5th at State Line Amateur Radio Club will be conducting a VE testing session at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. If you want more information, contact Brandon K9LA or Tony K9RFD or one of the VECs will be there. Bring your PIN number, and of course you must sign your FCC 605 form. Again, VE testing session tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. For more information, contact either Brandon K9LA or Tony K9RFD. Bring your PIN number, and you must sign your FCC 605 form. Later on during the night, we'll do Friday Night Fun Trivia. Anybody, I'm sure we got a lot of people listening on scanners, or waiting to take the test tomorrow. So, okay. Another traffic information I'm going to pass along. I'm happy to report that after a 2-year absence, we are going to be having a weather spotter class here in Stevenson County. This was put out by Lloyd at K9APW down in Sterling, Illinois, on the Wednesday Stevenson County Areas Net. If you want more information on this weather spotter class here in Stevenson County, go to the National Weather Service Quad Cities website. Unknown what the date will be, and I'm assuming it's going to be in person. And as soon as I find out more information about what the date is, I'll let everybody know here on the net. Again, the National Weather Service Quad Cities is going to be putting on a weather spotter class sometime here in Stevenson County sometime next month. Okay, before we proceed any further, does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along? Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
Evening, Jimmy. This is KD9GDY, Jim and Beloit checking in.
Go Foxtrot. I'll go ahead and check in there, Jimmy.
Got 2 stations checking in at the same time. Station in Beloit, come back.
Evening, Jimmy. This is KD9GDY, Kilo Delta 9, Golf Delta Yankee. Jim on the north side of Beloit.
Okay, Jim, I've got you checked in. Now, Tom at W9AXD, was that you trying to check in just now?
Yes, sir, Jimmy. That was me, Tom, up here in Janesville. WI9 Whiskey Tango Foxtrot there, Jimmy.
Okay, K9GDY, Jim and Boyd, and WI9WTF. Tom and Janesville, I've got both of you checked in. I'll get back to both of you in a few minutes in the round table. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations want to check in before we move on? Please call now.
November 9, Chicago Northwestern, N9 C&W, Mark, no traffic.
N9CNW, Tom and Roscoe have got you checked in. Mike, oh well. We'll get back to you a few minutes round table. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, let's move on to the W9UIJ Carl's Corner. This is in honor of the late Carl Larson, W9UIJ. During the former Tuesday evening at TechNet, Carl used to read articles about propagation and theory and what have you, related to ham radio. His segment was called Carl's Corner, and in honor of Carl, we decided to rename this the TechNet segment after him. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Do you have any technical questions? Please feel free to ask them, and we'll try our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions at this time? Please go ahead. Okay, let's move on to the W9 Gene Duncan DX corner. In honor of our late great friend and colleague, Gene Duncan, W9GD, the king of DX. Every time you checked in this net, you always had a DX report to pass along. Does anybody have any DX reports they'd like to pass along at this time? Please go ahead. Okay, no DX reports, so we'll move on with the SWAT net. All IMC bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of amateur radio or computers. All IMC bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. You mentioned prices over the air, but any haggling should be done either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any SWAT net traffic you'd like to pass along at this time? Okay, we do have a SWAT net segment during the Monday night rah-rah info net at 7 p.m. And of course, on Wednesday evenings at 8 o'clock here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset, we have our Wednesday evening SWAT net. Mel, K9RFD, and I share the duties of net control operator. I had 10 check-ins this past Wednesday night. Mel also brings us amateur radio news line, 15-minute independent news broadcast devoted entirely to amateur radio or computers. So, okay. All right, the round table. What is your favorite snack? This was a result of this past Monday's Monday night rah-rah info net, in which Larry, K9KCT, was net control. He was asking everybody what their favorite snack was: popcorn, peanuts, Cracker Jack, or whatever. So I decided we'll carry this over here to tonight. Larry, K9KCT, if you're still listening, thanks for doing that. What is your favorite snack? Okay, I guess he's moved on. Let's go with Jamie, W9JTC, Jamie in Rockford. What is your favorite snack?
Well, good evening, Jimmy, and everybody on the net, W9JTC. Boy, you know, lately it has been Snickers ice cream bars. It's an Achilles heel for me. I don't know why, but I never was really a big Snickers candy bar eater as a kid or anything, but I really like the ice cream bar for some reason. They're really good. So if you haven't tried them, I recommend them. If you like peanuts, they have peanuts in it, but it's really very good. Other than that, not a whole lot going on, Jimmy. We managed to I managed to bring the backup car up online, and it's running good. I got it all checked out today and got an exhaust leak fixed, and so the backup car is running. The primary is going to be down for a while. That fuel pump is a little more expensive than I wanted to put out right now, so I'm going to put that one in the garage, and it's going to sit for a while until either I can do it myself, or if Uncle Sam will give me my income tax refund this year, maybe I can afford to get that fixed. I have to laugh about it because that's the only thing I can do. Anyway, Jimmy, that's all I've got. Back to you, W9JTC.
Sounds good there. My mother used to, she used to like Snickers. That was her favorite candy bar there too. Yeah, that's for sure. You know what I'll do? I'll buy those little fun-sized bags there of like Three Musketeers and Milky Way. Boy, I'll tell you what, they're good. So that's for sure. I'll tell you what, put them in the refrigerator to keep them cold. That way they don't get all so sticky and what have you there too. Jamie, before I let you go, how's your wife doing?
Oh, thank you for asking, Jimmy. She's doing okay. We're making progress. She's had some physical therapy sessions and making progress. The healing part is still ongoing. Limited weight, but she's coming along well. I don't think we could ask for much more at this point. I'm hoping by this time next month she'll be able to at least be using a cane and using the air cast by then. I keep my fingers crossed. I'm sure she would love to be able to do that and not have to be in a wheelchair or a walker. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Thanks for asking, Jimmy, and I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers for everybody out there who's been offering those up as well. So thank you, Jimmy. Great net as always. Keep up the good work, and nice to hear everybody out there. W9JTC back to net control.
Okay, Jamie, sounds good. Thank you very much for checking in, and you have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to Norm, K9RFD. Otherwise, you'll probably fall asleep at this ham shack there. So, Norm, what's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Hey, Jim, I'm wide awake tonight. I'd be able to make it for another hour, probably. But my favorite snack is a Twinkie. You know, you can buy a box of those things and you can put them on the shelf, and 10 or 15 years later, they're still just fine. So buy a box of Twinkies, put them away, and when you get hungry, pull one out and eat it. KC9GCR, KC9RGG, and I'll be back to net.
Okay, sounds good. That's good you're wide awake, but I wasn't sure. But I thought, oh boy, I was thinking, oh boy, I almost forgot about you there. Twinkies, they ain't bad at all. Oh yeah, I've had them myself. They're good. Okay, thanks for checking in there, Norm. KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe, what's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
KC9GCR, KD9HKX. Good evening to everyone on the net tonight. Great hearing everybody out there. My favorite snack is almonds. I like salted almonds. I like flavored almonds. All kinds of flavored almonds. And they're healthy for you, so that's the best part of that. And not a lot else going on here today. Kind of took it easy today, just staying in, staying warm. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Jim. KC9GCR, KD9HKX.
Almonds, nothing wrong with that. There, sometimes I'll buy those Peter Paul like Mounds and Almond Joy candy bars. They're definitely good too. Oh yeah. So I also bought a bag of almond M&Ms. They're coming out so many different flavors of that now. Peanut butter, almonds, and what have you, brown. Bunch of brownies, the whole works, along with the traditional plain and peanut. They've recently come out with peanut butter M&Ms. They're good too. Okay, thanks for checking in, Larry and Roscoe. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you next week there. AC9TO, the other Larry in Rockton. What's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
AC9GO here, Jim. I never met a snack I didn't like, to tell you the truth. But my favorite is chocolate-covered peanuts. I can just, sit down and eat a whole box of them. And, if I'm ever wanting to lose weight, well, then I go to cookies. I break them in half first, so all the calories leak out. At least that's my story, and I'm standing by it. So as long as you got the calories leaked out of the cookies, they're all right, and they won't hurt you. If you believe that, I got a bridge to tell you. Anyhow, hey, good net, Jim. AC9GO back to net control.
Okay, Larry, sounds good there. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll definitely catch you on the radio next week there. Okay, Mike, K9MED, who's live streaming this net on the internet and recording it for rebroadcast on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Thanks for all you do, Mike. What kind of a snack do you like to eat there?
Hey, Jimmy, KD9MED here. Well, I got a hankering for chocolate every once in a while, so I'll eat a little bit of that, but, I'm always kind of watching what I'm eating. Other than that, it might be crackers and cheese, or sometimes it's just peanut butter on toast with some coffee, but that's about it. KD9MED, back to net.
Sounds good, Mike. Yeah, I guess you gotta watch what you eat there sometime, that's for sure. Okay, thank you. Thank you for checking in again. Thank you for all you do. AE9JF, Jim in Loves Park. What's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
AE9JF. Good evening, Jimmy. Good evening, everyone on the net. As far as my favorite snack, I can just say in general, ice cream. Particularly, I like Klondike bars, and specifically, I like the Heath version of Klondike bars. But over the years, I've done scientific experiments to find out that ice cream only lasts in a freezer for 72 hours. Yes, every time I go and put ice cream in my freezer and come back 72 hours, it seems to have been gone. So any ice cream's good. Klondike bars are the best. That's about it for me, Jimmy. This is AE9JF, back to net.
Okay, and the mic sounds good there. Yeah, nothing like ice cream. I think I got two. I don't know. It was half gallons of Dean's ice cream. Let's see. I got brown cow and Michigan fried cherry pie. I'm not kidding you, folks. Those are the names of Dean's ice creams I got in my freezer. They're good. They're good too. Okay, Jim, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Kurt, KE9N in Roscoe. What's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
KC9GCR, KE9M. Hey, good to hear you, Jimmy, and everybody else. What's going on with me? Well, let's see, I'm going to work on an older radio. I got some modifications to make to it. I guess service bulletins is a proper word. And I'm going to work on that in the next couple of weeks. I'm kind of getting my parts all rounded up and all my literature in place and downloaded and what have you. So I've been a little busy with that, and I'm going to be working on an older rig, like I said, in the next week or two. What's my favorite, snack? That can vary. I like ice cream. Sometimes I'll mix ice cream. I typically like vanilla, and then I'll mix a little something else, some other kind of ice cream in with it. So I have that. I have just about anything, and usually I have that around anywhere from 8:30 to 10 o'clock at night. I don't do it every night. Last night I made a big mistake at about 8:30, and I actually had some coffee. Well, it had a lot of caffeine in it, and so I was up quite a bit last night. So I decided I'd come down and peruse the internet a little bit and listen on my HF rig, so I did that. So it can vary, depending on just how tired I am, how I feel, or whatever. But I'd say ice cream, fudge stripe cookies, and milk. That's probably one of my more favorite things. So between those two, I'm usually pretty happy most of the time. KC9GCR, KE9M.
Nothing wrong with that, Kurt. That Debbie sounds good. Now, if you want to listen to, you're in your Amtrak, you get hungry there, you listen to the radio, you get hungry like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Ice cream or whatever. Okay, Kurt. Hey, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. Call Paul, KC9QPL in Loves Park. What's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
KC9GCR, this is KC9QPL. Well, favorite snack, I would have to say popcorn. I eat popcorn when I'm watching TV so I don't go to sleep. And that's about everything going on here. So we'll say 73 and be clear.
Okay, Paul, sounds good. Oh, yeah, nothing like popcorn. I got 3 different kinds of popcorn in 2 different containers here. I got regular popcorn, cheese popcorn, and caramel corn. That's definitely good. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, Paul, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. You enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll hear you on the Monday Night Rah-Rah on that. Again, I'll be in net control this coming Monday night. Okay. K9RGG, I already got him. Okay. This is K9GCR net control. I got more snacks than you can shake a stick at. I got Ritz crack. I got a lot of stuff here from this past Christmas. Ritz crackers. I got several different kinds of Christmas cookies, other different kinds of cookies. I mentioned about 3 different kinds of popcorn. I got some cold meat. I take 2 Ritz crackers and put that piece of cold meat or between the crackers, and definitely good there. So I got ice cream. I like potato chips. Mrs. Mike's potato chips. I'll tell you what, they're definitely good. I usually don't eat any other kind of potato chip, but Mrs. Mike's, they're made right here in Freeport. They've been around forever, ever since I was a little kid. They're definitely good. That's for sure. Okay, that's enough of that. KD9GDY, Jim and Boyd, what's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
Good evening, Jimmy. KC9GCR. This is KD9GDY. Well, all that talk about snacks is making me hungry. Anyway, I eat all kinds of different snacks. I really do like the ruffled potato chips and dip. Now, I've got 2 bags of ruffled potato chips up there in the cabinet right now. But without that French onion dip, they're probably just going to sit there. And I just got done eating a handful of trail mix sitting down here in the shack. And ice cream's a big one. I think I've only got 1 helping left of a gallon bucket of ice cream. And the other one is cereal and milk. So I want to say my favorite, really, because I can't stop eating it once I start, is the potato chips and French onion dip. But I like, like everybody's mentioning, chocolate-covered raisins, almond bars. There's that old thing about seafood. On a seafood diet, you seafood and you eat it. That's me. Fortunately, I'm not 1,000 pounds, so anyway, I ought to be. But anyway, good to hear Kurt on there. Kurt, if you're listening, my foot is like brand new, back to normal here on my foot. And I thought maybe Kurt would talk about what he did last weekend there. So anyway, he didn't do that, but that's okay. Back to you there, Jimmy. Thanks for doing the net. KD9GDY.
You're welcome there, Jim. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if Kurt is still on the air. KD9N. Well, I think it was all about Winter Field Day last weekend. What'd you do, Kurt? KD9MED, Kurt. Okay, are you still with us? What did you do last week as far as winter field day there? Kurt, KD9MED, are you still with us? Okay, we are not going to put up with this harmful interference. We are not going to put up with this harmful interference. Go back to the chicken band if you want to do that. KD9MED, Kurt and Roscoe, are you still with us? Okay, I guess he's gone. Okay, KD9GDY, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. W9WTF, Tom in Janesville, if you're still with us, what's going on with you? What is your favorite snack? You must be short-timed then. N9CNW, what's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
KC9 GCR and 9CW here. How's everybody doing this evening? Good to hear you. Favorite snack I think is have to be cookies. I haven't met a cookie I didn't like, and more specifically chocolate chip cookies and cold milk. Man, that really hits the spot. And yeah, I go along with you, Jimmy. If it's going to be potato chips, I think I'll stick with Mrs. Mike's. They're pretty good. And 9CNW back to net.
Okay, N9CNW, sounds good. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net, and enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. I want to tell you something about Mrs. Mike's. My older sister, sad to say, she's passed away now, but she was a big, many years ago, she and her future husband there worked at the old Freeport Insurance Company here in Freeport. In the cafeteria, I think my grandmother used to work there, and they used to have those little bags of Mrs. Mike's potato chips. I'll tell you what, my sister really fell in love with them. In later years, when they moved down to Texas, we had she wanted a container. You can buy them in a round container too. You can have them shipped. That's just what we did. We shipped a round container, big round container of Mrs. Mike's potato chips to her down in Texas, and she really enjoyed it there. That's about it there too. By the way, let me add a disclaimer here. We are not promoting any business or anything like that. So we just so I don't get in the doghouse. Thank you for checking in there, N9CNW. That concludes my list. Are there any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
K9EPZ.
KD9EPZ. Good evening, Al. What's going on with you? What is your favorite snack?
Al, I'm diabetic, but I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Other than that, what's been going on? Oh boy. Well, I think I told you we had last Friday, we had a water leak that caused me to flood my living room and have to remove my carpeting and everything. So now they're coming Tuesday, and I have to replace my carpeting. And then yesterday morning, all of a sudden I find my water main had frozen, and I didn't have any water, and I had to get that fixed. I'm not sure what the totals are going to be yet, but I'm sure I'm going to be in debt for a long time.
I'm sorry, hey, I said a little prayer for you last night before I went to bed. So I wish you all the luck in the world, Al. I'm sorry to hear about your situation. It seems like you can't win for losing.
Okay, let's see if we can make it over that harmful interference. Well, I figured a good look handle anyway, and I know why don't I move into a building like you lived over there, Jimmy, where I wouldn't have those responsibilities of maintenance and repair, but I also wouldn't be able to have the radio station I have. And I know you have a fine station, but you have restrictions on antennas, so do I, but nowhere near as stringent as yours is. And I like having my own washing machine in my own place, which I wouldn't have if I moved into a building. And I like sometimes play my stereo loud, which I couldn't do when I lived in a building.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Al. I understand. That's the way it goes there. It's too bad neither of us can be a way out in the stick somewhere with we can have each have a 100-foot tower, have plenty of antennas on top of it, then we'd have to, and we wouldn't have any restrictions or anything like that.
I was talking to my manager over here yesterday because our mobile home park is a new owner, and he says, "Yeah, wait a little while." From the way the new owner was sounding, he probably wouldn't care about putting in a tower. So there may.
Okay, I don't know, Al. For whatever reason, your signal's cutting out, but I think I say go for it. Go ahead and put up that 100-foot tower. Yeah, see what if he's going to be that way, I think that'd be great. That's good.
Yeah, we'll see. I've got to pay off my floor and my water and my plumbing bill first. And am I making it over, or am I not making it over that interfering signal? I guess you said it was breaking up, but I'm running full power. So I guess some people are going to be that way.
Okay, no, that you're fine. That interference is not covering you up at all. Okay, Al. 7-3. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Night Watch Net was coming in and out. More out than in. So, okay. Thank you for checking in, Al. 7-3, have a good evening.
7-3, Jim. You'll probably hear me again. Video section. KD9EPZ. We'll be clear back to that.
Okay, are there any more stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net at this time? If you're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show, if you just turned your radio on or you've been commenting mail for the last hour, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. With drop traffic, please call K9GCR. All right, now, we're going to do Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. This is for the benefit of those people who are studying for their first ham radio licenses. They're listening to us on the scanner. They want to become a ham, or a lot of people are listening to us because they can no longer listen to police communications on the scanner anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner. But this is really for the benefit of those who are studying for their first ham radio license. Once again, I'll mention that we got a State Line Amateur Radio Club has a VE testing session on tomorrow in the afternoon at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. If you want more information, contact Brandon K9LA or Tony K9RFD. Make sure you bring your PIN number and make sure you sign your FCC 605 form. So, okay. I'm going to read questions from the ARRL, Secretary General, and next to Q&A. Now, okay, now let's not depend on one or two people to answer these questions, folks. If you know the answer, come on, let's go. Let's get as many participants as possible. First question is from the Tech Q&A. Now, When is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? A. To stop another amateur station which is breaking the FCC rules. B. At no time. C. When making short test transmissions. D. At any time stations in the amateur radio service are not protected from willful interference. When is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? A. To stop another amateur station which is breaking the FCC rules. B. At no time. C. When making short test transmissions. D. At any time. Stations in the amateur radio service are not protected from willful interference. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KC9ICH. I think the correct answer is B. Bravo.
You are correct, Robert. You are correct. When is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? Correct answer is B. Bravo. At no time. 97.101D. Intentionally creating harmful interference is called willful interference and is never allowed. Ham Radio License Manual, page 8-6. Let's find another one here. All right. Okay. I'm gonna skip that one. We're gonna move on to another one here. I read that last week. I'm not gonna read it again. Okay. Okay. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? A. Common courtesy should prevail, but no one has absolute right to an amateur frequency. B. Whoever has the strongest signal has priority on the frequency. C. Whoever has been on the frequency the longest has priority on the frequency. D. The station that has the weakest signal has priority on the frequency. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? A. Common courtesy should prevail, but no one has absolute right to an amateur frequency. B. Whoever has the strongest signal has priority on the frequency. C. Whoever has been on the frequency the longest has priority on the frequency. D. The station that has the weakest signal has priority on the frequency. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9HKX, A Alpha.
You are correct, Larry. You are correct. Which of the following applies when two stations transmitting on the same frequency interfere with each other? Correct answer is A Alpha. Common courtesy should prevail, but no one has absolute right to an amateur frequency. If a transmission seriously degrades, obstructs, or repeatedly interrupts the communications of a regulated service, that's considered harmful interference. Common courtesy should prevail, but remember that no one has an absolute right to any frequency. Ham Radio License Manual, page 8-6. Alright. Okay, here we go. Let's find another one. Okay. Which of the following results from the fact that skip signals refracted from the ionosphere are elliptically polarized? A. Digital modes are unusable. B. Either vertically or horizontally polarized antennas may be used for transmission or reception. C. FM voice is unusable. D. Both the transmitting and receiving antennas must be of the same polarization. Which of the following results from the fact that skip signals refracted from the ionosphere are elliptically vertically polarized. A. Digital modes are unusable. B. Either vertically or horizontally polarized antennas may be used for transmission or reception. C. FM voice is unusable. D. Both the transmitting and receiving antennas must be of the same polarization. Does anybody correct answer this question?
K9APZ.
Go ahead, Al. K9APZ, Al, go ahead.
Hey, what's wrong with my radio?
Might be having some sort of a technical difficulty there. Does anybody else know the correct answer to this question?
Am I making it, Jim?
You're making it now, but for the last couple of times you weren't making it. I don't know what's going on. Go ahead.
Saying either polarity can be used.
Alright, you are correct. You are correct. B Bravo. You are correct. Which of the following results from the fact that skip signals refracted from the ionosphere are elliptically polarized? Correct answer is B Bravo. Either vertically or horizontally polarized antennas may be used for transmission or reception. Because as a radio wave travels through the ionosphere, its polarization changes from vertical or horizontal to a combination of the two. Both vertical and horizontal antennas are effective for receiving and transmitting on the HF bands, where skip propagation is common. AM radio license manual page 4-7. Okay, let me find it. Okay. Why are direct, not via a repeater, UHF signals rarely heard from stations outside your local coverage area? A. They are too weak to go very far. B. FCC regulations prohibit them from going more than 50 miles. C. UHF signals are usually not reflected by the ionosphere. D. UHF signals are absorbed by the ionospheric D layer. Why are direct, not via repeater, UHF signals rarely heard from stations outside your local coverage area? A. They are too weak to go very far. B. FCC regulations prohibit them from going more than 50 miles. C. UHF signals are usually not reflected by the ionosphere. D. UHF signals are absorbed by the ionospheric D region. D layer, I should say. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9JF, C is in Charlie.
You are correct, Jim. You are correct. Why are direct, or not via a repeater, UHF signals rarely heard from stations outside your local coverage area? Correct answer is C, Charlie. UHF signals are usually not reflected by the ionosphere. VHF and UHF signals usually pass through the ionosphere and are lost to space. Long-distance ionospheric propagation is the most common way for hams to make long-distance contact on the HF bands. The ham radio license manual page 4-4. Okay. Which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? A. Resistance. I don't know what happened. Let's do that again. Which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? A. Resistance. B. Current. C. Power. D. Voltage. Which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? A. Resistance. B. Current. C. Power. D. Voltage. Anybody correct to answer this question?
IGL current.
Larry, the H9GO. Sorry, that's not correct. Thank you for trying. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
KD9HKX, that's a terrible question. I think I'd agree with Larry, but now since that's wrong, I'll go with power.
You are correct. You are correct. K9HKX, you are correct. Which term describes the rate at which electrical energy is used? Correct answer. C, Charlie. Power. Power, represented by the symbol P, is the rate at which electrical energy is used. Ham radio license manual page 3-7. Hey, don't worry about it, Larry. It's all in fun. And besides, this is for the benefit of those new hams who are studying for their first ham radio license. So, okay. All right. What electrical component is used to connect or disconnect electrical circuits? A, magnetron. B, switch. C, thermistor. D, all of these choices are correct. What electrical component is used to connect or disconnect electrical circuits? A, magnetron. B, switch. C, thermistor. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
KD9JF, B Bravo.
You are correct, Jim. You are correct. What electrical component is used to connect or disconnect electrical circuit? Correct answer is B Bravo, switch. Switches and relays control current through a circuit by connecting and disconnecting paths for current to follow. Ham radio license manual page 3. Oh, I don't know what happened there. All right. Those of you who work CW should know the answer to this next question by heart. What code is used when sending CW in the amateur bands? A, baudot. B, Hamming. C, International Morse. D, all of these choices are correct. What code is used when sending CW in the amateur bands? A, baudot. B, Hamming. C, International Morse. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
Let's go C, Charlie, International Morse, KD9MED.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What code is used when sending CW in the amateur bands? Correct answer. C, Charlie, International Morse. International Morse is the standard form of code for amateur CW operation. Ham radio license manual page 5-11. Okay. Find another. Just a minute. We'll find it here. All right. Okay. Now, what are the toughest questions in the tech, general, and extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new listeners, those of you who are going to getting your new ham radio licenses someday down the road, you're going to be involved in a tower climbing crew. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the tower support ground crew. This question, those of you come to Freeport to take the test tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library, this next question might put you over the top as far as getting your technician's license goes. So, okay. Let me find it here. All right. Oh, I read that question last week. I'm not going to read. All right. What is a good precaution to observe before climbing an antenna tower? A, make sure that you wear a grounded wrist strap. B, remove all tower grounding connections. C, put on a carefully inspected climbing harness or fall arrestor and safety glasses. D, all of these choices are correct. What is a good precaution to observe before climbing an antenna tower? A, make sure that you wear a grounded wrist strap. B, remove all tower grounding connections. C, put on a carefully inspected climbing harness or fall arrestor and safety glasses. D, all of these choices are correct. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9HKX, C Charlie.
You are correct. Larry, you are correct. What is a good precaution to observe before climbing an antenna tower? The correct answer is C, Charlie. Put on a carefully inspected climbing harness or fall arrestor and the safety glasses. Okay. We're going to read one more question here, if I can find it. Okay. Which of the following, I better reset here. Which of the following actions might amateur operators take to prevent exposure to RF radiation in excess of FCC supply limits? A, relocate antennas. B, relocate the transmitter. C, increase the duty cycle. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following actions might amateur operators take to prevent exposure to RF radiation in excess of FCC supplied limits? A, relocate antennas. B, relocate the transmitter. C, increase the duty cycle. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
E9JF, A Alpha.
You are correct, Jim. You are correct. Which of the following actions might amateur operators take to prevent exposure to RF radiation in excess of FCC supplied limits? Correct answer is A Alpha, relocate antennas. Locate antennas away from where people can get close to them and away from property lines. Operator license manual, page 9-14. This concludes the Friday night, the technicians portion of Friday Night Fun Trivia. We'll do those of you who are studying for your first ham radio license, taking your test tomorrow here in Freeport at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Good luck, and let's hope you all pass with flying colors. Okay, before we continue, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9GCR, KD9HWK, Matt and Sycamore checking in. No traffic, but good evening to everybody.
KD9HWK, good evening there, Matt. How you what's going on with you?
Oh, not too much. Just stayed inside and watched a little TV tonight. It's finally quit snowing here. I mean, we didn't get much, just a dusting.
Oh, okay, sounds good. We didn't hardly get any. I'll tell you what, we sure lucked out. You feel sorry for the people down in central Illinois, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure glad we didn't get it. How much did you get down there this week?
We probably got about 3 inches here. I think if you went 40, 50 miles south, you're probably getting into the 6, 7, 8 inch area.
Yeah, Peoria had 12 inches even there. Governor Pritzker called out the National Guard to activate the EOC, the Emergency Management Agency. They had the IDOT to go out with their snow plows. Illinois State Police go out with their squad cars to look for stranded motorists. It's really a mess down there. Hey, I'm asking a question tonight. What is your favorite snack? Do you like the popcorn, peanuts, ice cream, potato chips, or what do you like?
Well, what I really like is ice cream. About any flavor. I don't you snack on that too much because, you know, it's not good for the old waistline, but ice cream.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I got two different kinds of ice cream from Dean's. Brown cow and let's see, Michigan fried cherry pie. I'm not kidding. That's the name of the ice cream. But yeah, I definitely enjoy the ice cream there, to say the least.
Yep, and just about any flavor, so it doesn't matter.
That's for sure. Yeah, thank you. You know, I think they tried to call me the other night on the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club. Now, I don't know who net control was. I was not able to get in. But thank you for giving me an honorary check-in there and mentioning the Friday Night Fun Net when you would do the net.
You're very welcome, Jimmy. I think it's great that you do the Friday Night Fun Net. And like the question and answer session, that's perfect for people who are out there studying. And good luck to everybody who's going to test tomorrow.
Thank you very much, sir, Matt. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll definitely be listening to the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club in the net this coming Monday night.
Hey, Jimmy. Have yourself a good evening. Everybody out there in the net, stay warm. KD9ESWK 73.
Okay. Matt is one of the net control operators on the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club. That meets every Monday evening at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with a PL of 100.0 a minus offset. Okay. Any more stations want to check in? Please go on now. Okay, now we're going to go with the general portion of the Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. And I think I read this question last week. I'm not going to read it again. Okay. Oh, God, we're not reading that. Some of those questions, I think they belong in the technician's portion, so. All right. Yeah. Okay. Which mode is most commonly used for voice communications on the 17-meter and 12-meter bands? A, upper sideband. B, lower sideband. C, vestigial sideband. D, double sideband. I think I read this question a couple weeks ago. Which of the mode is most commonly used for voice communications on the 17-meter and 12-meter bands? A, upper sideband. B, lower sideband. C, vestigial sideband. And D, double sideband. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. I read this question a couple weeks ago. I'm going to read the question again, but then get the answer. Which mode is most commonly used for voice communications on the 17-meter and 12-meter bands? Correct answer: A, alpha, upper sideband. Amateurs normally use the upper sideband for 17 and 12-meter phone operations. General class size and manual, page 2-9. I tried to avoid reading this questions I recently read there, so. One moment, please. Okay. Which of the following describes and has myth? Oh, I'm going to skip that question. All right. That's too easy. I'm not going to read that one. Okay. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C, identify your station per normal FCC regulations. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following is required? Let's do that again. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C, identify your station per normal FCC regulations. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question?
K9JF, C is in Charlie.
You are correct, Jim. You are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? Correct answer is C, Charlie. Identify your station per normal FCC regulations. The fast-paced style of contest operating is quite popular on HF. The rules for identifying your station still apply during these competitive events. General Class License Manual, page 2-5. And speaking of contests, I forgot to mention during the DX report, I'm Winter Field Day last week. I made 4 contacts. 2 stations in Massachusetts, 1 in Rhode Island, the other one in Connecticut. For about an hour, I tried to make contact with a station on the Long Island, New York, with no success. I think I was trying to make contact with about 18 or 20 stations. I was only able to make contact with 4 stations. That's as many contacts as I made last year for Winter Field Day. Last week I told you I made 8. Well, that was the last summer's field day. Winter Field Day last year I made 4 check-ins. Same number I made this year. Ain't that the way it goes? Okay, I'm trying to find a station. Okay. What is the approximate maximum distance along the Earth's surface that is normally covered in 1 hop using the E region? A, 180 miles. B, 1,200 miles. C, 2,500 miles. D, 12,000 miles. What is the approximate maximum distance along the Earth's surface that is normally covered in 1 hop using the E region? A, 180 miles. B, 1,200 miles. C, 2,500 miles. D, 12,000 miles. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KE9JF, B Bravo.
You are correct, Jim. You are correct. What is the approximate maximum distance along the Earth's surface that is normally covered in 1 hop using the E region? Correct answer is B Bravo, 1,200 miles. The E region, let me reset. The E region of the ionosphere is the second lowest, just above the D region. The E layer forms at an altitude of about 70 miles above the Earth. The E region ionizes during the daytime, but does not stay ionized very long after sunset. Ionization in the E region is at a maximum of around midday. During the daytime, a radio signal can travel a maximum distance of about 1,200 miles in 1 hop using E region propagation. General Class License Manual, page 8-2. Okay, what is the correct adjustment for the load or coupling control of a vacuum tube RF power amplifier? A, minimum SWR on the antenna. B, minimum plate current without exceeding maximum allowable grid current. C, highest plate voltage while minimizing grid currents. D, maximum power output without exceeding maximum allowable plate current. What is the correct adjustment for the load or coupling control of a vacuum tube RF power amplifier? A. Minimum SWR on the antenna. B. Minimum plate current without exceeding the maximum allowable grid current. C. Highest plate voltage while minimizing the grid current. D. Maximum power output without exceeding maximum allowable plate current. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, I'll read the answer. I'll read the question and give the correct answer. What is the correct adjustment for the load or coupling control of a vacuum tube RF power amplifier? Correct answer is D delta, maximum power output without exceeding maximum allowable plate current. The discussion is rather lengthy, so I'm not going to bother reading it. What does an S meter measure? A. Conductance. B. Impedance. C. Receive the signal strength. D. Transmitter power output. What does an S meter measure? A. Conductance. B. Impedance. C. Receive the signal strength. D. Transmitter power output. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
Go ahead, Kurt.
The answer C is in Charlie. Signal strength.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. What does an S meter measure? Correct answer. C, Charlie. Received signal strength. An S meter measures received signal strength in S units. General class size and manual page 5-19. I think we're gonna conclude the general portion of the trivia segment. We'll read a few questions from the extra portion. Before I do, are there any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, let's see if I can find we'll find a few of them here. Yeah. Oh, I'm not reading that digital stuff. Who cares? Let's move on. Yeah. All right. Those of you who work fast scan TV should know the answer to this one by heart. What technique allows commercial TV receivers to be used for fast scan the TV operations on the 70 centimeter band? A. Transmitting on channels shared with cable TV. B. Using converted satellite TV dishes. C. Transmitting on the abandoned TV channel 2. D. Using a USB and demodulating the signal with a computer sound card. What technique allows commercial analog TV receivers to be used for fast scan TV operations on the 70 centimeter band? A. Transmitting on channels shared with cable TV. B. Using converted satellite TV dishes. C. Transmitting on the abandoned TV channel 2. D. Using a USB and demodulating the signal with a computer sound card. Anybody correct to answer this question?
K9JF D Delta.
Sorry, that's not correct. That's thanks for trying anyway, Jim. Anybody else want to give it a shot? This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. Okay, I guess we don't have many people who work slow scan or fast scan TV, so I'll just go ahead and read the question and the answer. What technique allows commercial analog TV receivers to be used for fast scan TV operations on the 70 centimeter band? The correct answer is A alpha, transmitting on channels shared with cable TV. Cable TV channel frequencies in the 70 centimeter band can be used for ATV transmissions because those systems send all signals over coaxial cable. An analog TV receiver can then be connected to an antenna in order to receive the ATV signal directly. General Extra Class License Manual, page 8-19. If you have an old analog TV you're not using, there you go, to connect that to your cable TV system so you can pick up fast scan the TV operation. 70 centimeter band. Okay, I'm going to read one more question. Just a minute. I'll find it here. All right, this is the last question of the evening. What undesirable effect can occur when using an IF noise blanker? A, received audio in the speech range might be having an echo effect. B, the audio frequency bandwidth of the received signal might be compressed. C, nearby signals may appear to be excessively wide even if they meet emission standards. D, FM signals can no longer be demodulated. What undesirable effect can occur when using an IF noise blanker? A, received audio in the speech range might have an echo effect. B, the audio frequency bandwidth of the received signal might be compressed. C, nearby signals may appear to be excessively wide even if they meet emission standards. D, FM signals can no longer be demodulated. Does anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KD9JFB Bravo.
Sorry, Jim, that's not correct. Hey, nice try anyway. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Okay, I'll read the question and give the correct answer. What undesirable effect can occur when using an IF noise blanker? The correct answer is C, Charlie. Nearby signals may appear to be excessively wide even if they meet emission standards. Because noise blankers work by detecting strong signals across a wide bandwidth, strong local signals can cause the receiver blanking circuit to activate by mistake. This causes the strong signal to sound distorted in the receiver and also causes distortion of nearby signals, making them appear to have an excessively wide bandwidth. If a strong signal seems to have excessive bandwidth, turn off the receiver noise blanker to see if that might be the problem. Extra Class License Manual, page 7-26. This concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. Thanks you to all participating. You all did well. Okay, we'll do it again next week. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, now at this time I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 20 minutes at 10 p.m. on the CFMC 443.750 repeater in Chicago, PL 114.8 plus offset, Night Watch net gets underway. That net runs 7 nights a week. It usually starts at 10 p.m. and runs till who knows when. Sometimes it'll run for an hour, like they did the other night. Sometimes it'll run for an hour and a half or 2 hours. But again, that's on the CFMC 443.750 repeater in Chicago. PL 114.8 plus offset. And if you cannot get into that repeater, you can get into the net via the Echo link. The Lunch Bunch Net meets each and every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 noon to 1 p.m. The Swap Net is held at 12:30 p.m. It's on the 145.430 repeater in Downers Grove, Illinois. That has a PL 107.2 minus offset. The W9DUP DuPage County repeater. Okay. There's another, just a minute, what's going on here? There's another fun net in the area. It's a Saturday night fun net. That net meets every Saturday evening at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That has a PL of 127.3 minus offset. Okay, that is a lot more structured than this one. You got checking A through G, H through N, so on and so forth. Some of the topics they talk about, I wouldn't even dream of bringing them up on this net. They more or less like controversial subjects, and I'm not going to do that on this net, nor will I ever. So, again, that's a Saturday night fun net, Saturday evening at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. Let's see. Just a minute. I want to mention this. The statewide Aries net meets on Sunday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. on 3.905 megahertz in the 75 meter band. That's a statewide net. Let's see. You've got. They call the different areas in the state. Around here, you gotta wait for Lloyd at KD9MED. He's net control for District 2. Again, the Illinois statewide areas net meets on this coming Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on 3.905 megahertz and 75 meter band. That net meets on the first and third Sundays of each month at 4:30 p.m. The Greene County Aries Races net meets Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with a PL 123.0 minus offset. Scott K9YI is net control. He has not checked into this net so far tonight. It's a combination Aries, Races, and the Ragchew nets. Sometimes they run for about just over a half hour, or sometimes run for an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours. But that's a good net. Do check out that Greene County net. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. PL 100.0 plus offset. The Whiteside County Aries net meets on Sunday evenings also at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling with the PL 114.8 minus offset. And the antenna for that repeater is located 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police District 1 radio tower. So you should not have any problem getting that repeater at all. Okay, let's see. We got the Monday Night Rah-Rah info net on this repeater at 7 p.m. Monday nights. Larry H9 K9KZT and I share the duties of net control. And Monday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon with the PL of 82.5 minus offset. The Lee County Aries Group holds its Monday evening net. As I mentioned earlier, the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club holds its Monday evening net at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. That has a PL of 100.0 minus offset. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. We have the on this repeater on 147.195 repeater. We have the first of two health and tech nets. The first net meets on every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. with Larry H9GO. The second net meets at Thursdays at 7 p.m. with yours truly K9GCR. We ask everybody how they're getting along health-wise, if they have any technical questions. Also, I just want to mention at the end of the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info Net, and at the end of the on Mondays, and at the end of the Tuesday and Thursday Health and Tech Nets, Larry, K9KCT brings us code practice. So be sure you tune in for that. Let's see. At the same time, let's see, the Rock County Public Service Net meets every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. That has a PL of 123.0 minus offset. The North America Long Wires Net meets every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. on the 14... No. Let's do that again. How the hell did I screw up on that one? North America Long Wires Net meets every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. on 28.390, 10 meters upper sideband with Rick, K9QDP as your net control station. He had about 27 check-ins on that net this past Tuesday. The Ogle County Amps Radio Net for Area Sky Warden meets every Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon with a PL of 146.2 plus offset. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. I conduct the Stevenson County Aries Net. Let's see, I think I had a total of 6 check-ins. I don't know. Immediately following that at 8 p.m., we have the Wednesday evening swap net at 8 p.m. on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport with PL 114.8 plus offset. Mel K9RFD does the Amps Radio news line, the 15-minute independent news broadcast of old entire Amps Radio. He and I also share the duties of net control. I had ran the net this past Wednesday. I had a total of 10 check-ins. Those of you in the Boyd area, I haven't forgotten you. The Greater Boyd Amps Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boyd. PL 123.0 plus offset. I believe it's Tom W9TOM or N9TOM is net control of that net. Okay, as you know, we are no longer hosting the Salvation Army Saturn net here in Freeport on 147.390 repeater. Hopefully things will change and we'll just start doing that net again. So just a minute here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you some of the other Saturnets. The International Saturnet meets Monday through Saturday at 1500 hours Zulu on 14.265 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband. The Central Territory Saturnet meets on Tuesdays at 1330 hours Zulu on 7.265 megahertz, 40 meters lower sideband. The West Metro Chicago Saturnet meets on Monday evening at 7 p.m. local time on the 145.310 megahertz repeater in Wheaton, Illinois with a PL 107.2 minus offset. The East Metro Chicago Saturnet meets on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. local time on the CFMC 146.760 repeater in Chicago with a PL 107.2 minus offset. There you got all the information of all the other Saturnets. Then the last but certainly not least, the Senile Net meets every day Monday through Friday from 1400 to 1500 hours Zulu on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck W9AXD as your net control. They're all. Okay, now you're all caught up today on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. You remember many ham radio club, by all means support your local repeaters. At this time, we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9GCR, K9FLO.
K9FLO. Okay, Dean, I've got you checked in. What's going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy. I hope I'm not checking in too early there. Got down here, I was watching the show, then it ended, and I figured, oh boy, I better get down here. I'm going to be in trouble.
Well, you're no in any form of trouble whatsoever. It's almost 5 minutes to 10, so don't worry about it. We usually don't get done to around maybe around 10:15, 10:30, or maybe later than that.
Very good. How many check-ins tonight?
You are check-in number 25.
Oh, a little lean maybe, but not bad. Considering maybe it's the cold weather doing it there, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, that could be. I think I had 39 last week, but a lot of them were honorary check-ins or what have you. Early check-ins or two. Let's see. I think I may have had 22 honorary check-ins last week too. But okay. So I'm asking everybody, what is your favorite snack? Potato chips, popcorn, cookies, what?
All the above. Yes, indeed. Enjoy chips, flavored ones, and the jalapeno chips, the new ones that are out. Those are really good. Candy bars, everything that I'm not supposed to have. Being a diabetic, all the stuff I like I can't have, but once in a while I'll indulge in there. You know, when I was a kid, I'm trying to think. I think it was my favorite candy bar was like Babe Ruth. I used to really like those, and there was another one too. Gosh, I can't remember what they were, but yeah, everything that I'm not supposed to have there, Jamie, I like there. Go ahead.
Okay, well, that sounds good, Dean. That's great. That's great. I like candy bars too. I usually like maybe Three Musketeers, Milky Way. Sometimes I'll eat like little like Peter Paul Mounds or Almond Joy or Payday, and some other kind of candy bars there too. M&M's, you bet.
Well, you remember as a kid, we used to go to the local store and get those little packet for a nickel. Had 5 malted milk balls in them. That was a real biggie back in those earlier days. And the other thing I remember as a kid was those little wax things that looked like a pop bottle. I think they were about a penny each or a couple pennies. You bite into it and it had that real sweet flavored fluid in it, which, yeah, those are gone, but I don't know what they were called, but I remember they always tasted good. You remember those there, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about those milk duds?
No, there was, well, of course, the malted milk balls, those were always good. It came in a little package that had 5 little ones in there for about a penny, maybe, or a nickel, or something like that. No, I'm thinking those little things, they were like, it looked like a little wax bottle, and they were filled with this real sweet syrup, something to that effect. You bite it off and get your sugar rush for a moment, and I don't know what they call those, but maybe somebody on here remembers what they're called. So those were always good. That's how you got addicted. In those days, they got you addicted on the sugars when you're real young before they knew it was bad for you. How about that?
Oh, okay, sounds yeah. Okay, I can't think of it there, but okay, sounds good. Yeah, that was great. That was great. Hey, how did you do on Winter Field Day?
I think we did pretty good. We don't have the results back yet. Brett's got to get them filed or whatever he does or figure it all out. But you know, the different point options and things like that. But I think we did good. Had a real good turnout at the get together. It was cold. Oh boy, was it cold! It was certainly challenging putting the antennas up, especially with that. As cool as it was sunny most of the day there on Saturday, but it was let's put it this way, it was Winter Field Day.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, sounds good. I only made 4 contacts. That was the same number of check-ins I had last year, Winter Field Day, last year. I told you I made 8 contacts with that. Those 8 contacts were for this last summer's field day. Looking at my logbook, I only had that. I made 4 contacts for the field day last year too. There were those stations were 2 in Massachusetts, 1 in Rhode Island, and the other one in Connecticut.
It counts. No matter what, it counts. I think. We had an antenna problem the first day, and we didn't get that resolved till Saturday evening. And but we had 2 antennas going to dipoles. It worked out good. We had lots of food. That's very important, and goodies. And I think everybody had a real good time. I mean, you know, even though the weather is always very challenging, it's a good time to get together. Especially a nice break during the COVID event there, Jim.
We had about 220 contacts total, I know that.
When was it, Saturday night evening, Kurt, or was it more into Sunday?
I think I don't know. When I left, we had probably about 80 or so. I cranked off about 50 on 40 meters pretty quick. But I asked someone, I don't remember who it was, but they said we had, maybe it was Jim, but he says total we had about 220 contacts.
Did Jim do any key work?
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, he was using the memory keyer part of his 7300, and he had a straight key there, and between the two, he actually made some contact. Sure did.
Right, that's good because you know that's a 2-pointer there. So, oh, that's great. I didn't know that, but yeah, very good. So, yeah, be interesting. So we get that, and we ran everything on emergency power too. So that's another big bonus there. Candles and emergency power.
That's great. I'll tell you what, almost every station I heard are trying to contact, we're all home stations. One hotel, Massachusetts or whatever. I think, of course, that big storm they had out east had a lot to do with it too.
We have a stray signal coming in there. Yeah, it was. I think it worked out really good. Everybody got good and cold, so that was good. Tell you, went inside our little building shack as such, and got warmed up. It was a good event. You know, this is a good thing to have. I hope all the Cubs stay into the winter field day thing. I know it's not an ARL thing, but I think it's good for everybody to get out and get involved, and especially to get out after everybody being, you know, in lockdown and all this. So I think everybody appreciated just the getting out and socializing and just having do what we do best there, Jimmy. KC9 GCR K9FO. Do you have anything else there, Kurt?
No, I think that's about it. Everyone had a good time. But yeah, and plus, since we made some CW contacts, that also, CW counts as another multiplier then. But no, everyone just had a good time, and everything worked real well. So anyhow, I'm going to go. I'm going to, head off to bed here in a little bit. So I'll turn it back to you, Jimmy. Thanks for letting me break in there. And Dean, you have a good evening. We'll talk to you later as well. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Well, you're welcome, Kurt. This is great. This is what's great about this net. We're not a formal net at all. We get everybody. Anybody wants to rag to during the net or what have you. I think this is great. So, Dean, 7-3, have a good evening. Congratulations on those 200-some contacts that you guys made. That was great. So, okay, K9FLO and KE9N, 7-3 to both you guys. You guys have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the hall.
All right, Jamie, take care. 7-3s. Kurt, talk to you later. I think the worst outcome of the whole event, Jimmy, was frozen toes. That wasn't because of operating. That was because of being out there to put the antennas up. And I got the worst of it. I think everybody else did pretty good, but I didn't prepare as good as I should have for a person of my maturity. Talk to you later there, Jimmy. KC9 GCR K9FLO. Be clear.
7-3, Dean. Talk to you later, 7-3. KC9 GCR will be clear. And this is KC9 GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at?
The answer to that question is no.
Okay, I think you're right about that, Rick. K9QDP. What's going on with you?
Oh, not a heck of a lot there going on. Just got done watching a movie here a while ago there. That's why I didn't get in here on the net this evening, or on time, that is. But lo and behold, here I am. Well, let me see what happened here. I can't really think of anything there. I heard you talking to Dean there, and found out what the top
topic of the evening was. And you mentioned a favorite snack food. I think mine, I don't know. You know, you stop and think about it, it's probably all the stuff that's not good for you. But anyway, my favorite is popcorn. Not the yellow, but the white. I like the white popcorn with a little bit of butter on it. And I would have to say that would be it.
The K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I was saying I still got 3 different kinds of popcorn here from Christmas. It'll probably take me 6 months before I'm. I don't know. It'll take me 6 months before I'm completely done with that. Regular popcorn, the cheese popcorn, and the caramel corn.
Are you talking about one of the big popcorn tins that they usually hand out during Christmas time?
Oh yeah, in fact I've got two of them. That my nieces and my family give me every Christmas. But they along with different kinds of cold meters or like late cold meat. You buy like those little round containers of meat or something like that. They're from Swiss Colony or whatever it was up in Wisconsin or Johnsonville. Well, you buy them at the store. But that's what I get that every year. I got some Ritz crackers. I still got plenty of Christmas cookies and stuff from Christmas. I haven't eaten them yet, but like I said, it'll take me 6 months before I'm all done with them.
Yeah, you get that too. The little, I guess basically what it was is a snack tray. Everything was already laid out, and they go out and buy the big snack tray, and they hand it out too. Had little various types of crackers in here, and cheese and crackers, and sausage and crackers. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's great. that's for sure. Okay, I did mention about the North America long wires net when I mentioned all the other nets about how many check-ins you had. So that's a good turnout you had this past Tuesday night.
We got North American long wires. There's got a total of 27 members now, and 2 of them there are in some far away places. One guy is he's located up there in a community called North Pole, Alaska, and no, his name ain't Santa Claus. And then the other one is located in the South Island of New Zealand.
That is terrific. Congratulations. Yeah, New Zealand, of course, they're down there in the southern hemisphere. They're in the heart of the summer down there.
Other than that, all the other members here of the NALW there are, locally here. Some are scattered throughout the United States. We got a member, let me see, where's he at? He's, we got 2 in Pennsylvania, and we got 1 in California. Of course, we got this guy up there in North Pole, Alaska. His name's Kevin, by the way. It's not Chris. So, and then there's 2 of them there in Texas, and I believe that, there's 2 in Texas there, and that's about it. And the rest here are either local or within the state of Illinois here. There's Mark down in Prophetstown, Illinois, and Alan over at Lanark, and few of them here in Rockford and some over in Freeport, so scattered all over, but total of 27 I believe it is now on the roster.
That's great. Do we have any stations you want to check in? Please call now. this has been partially off and on for throughout the evening there, Rick. So that's the way it goes. Okay, well, you always get a good turnout on that net. That long wires net started as a result of the Friday Night Fun net, as well as with the CW practice every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night there. So I'll tell you what, this net has done a good job producing other nets or other features, if you will.
You got to use the frequencies, or you're going to wind up losing them. That's for sure. Yeah, you said you're plagued by somebody keying up throughout the net here tonight?
Once in a while. I gotta believe it's harmful interference. So somebody deliberately causing the problem. Well, it was rather off and on, but that's about it there.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, well, maybe Doofus broke down and bought himself a new Bullfang, and he's trying it out.
Never thought of that. Oh boy. Yeah. I'll never forget what you and Gary K9MED, and of course Larry did there for me when I was recovering from COVID. You guys, all three of you guys did a heck of a job there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, but I think we ought to have a new FCC chairman. This guy here is not doing his job. I would think that he would come up with a law pertaining especially to these big box internet stores where you can buy anything you want and you don't need a license. I think there should be some strict stipulations pertaining to amateur radio equipment. Anything that's capable of transmitting that requires a license. These big box stores that sell this stuff to non-licensed individuals should be severely fined.
Yep, I agree with you 100%, Rick, on that. You bet.
Imagine what it's going to be like, a couple of years down the road, if even that.
That's for sure, that's for sure. Speaking of down the road, it won't be too long until we start hearing the new Kilo Echo 9 calls. I gotta believe, I think they're just about at the end of the KD9 segment now, and pretty soon we'll be, probably later on this year, we'll start hearing the new Kilo Echo 9 calls.
I recently here checked the ham data there as far as what the latest call is, and it's KD9U followed by 2 letters. So yeah, it's getting up towards the end there. They're gonna have to come up with another one here.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, Rick. Hey, thank you for checking in. It won't be too long until I be closing down. I don't think any more. I think everybody's checked in who's going to check in, and I don't know how much of an audience we still have left. So thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. We'll say 7-3. We'll talk to you down the log there. K9 GCR record. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun net.
Hey, Dokie, 73 there, Jimmy, and catch you through next week there, or maybe over the weekend. KC9 GCR, KD9QDP.
Okay, are there any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
Oh, I think that might be somebody out there with a handheld. Can't quite make the repeater.
Come back one more time. Okay. I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun at the Central Facebook page. Contact Brad, whatever his call sign is, or Ricky, WX9RLT, and he'll get you signed up. You see pertinent information about the Friday Night Fun Net. You see weather information. You'll even see updated pictures of my ham shack. So yeah, you want to sign up for the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page? You contact whoever's in charge of that, and they'll get you signed up. And I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN-FN, 232-3636. No hotline check-ins during the net. We did have one check-in earlier. That was Robert, K9ICH, long time no here. He later checked into the net here after I got underway there, but you see pictures of the telephone on the Facebook page. Traditional red desktop touchstone telephone. When you if I'm transmitting, if it rings, you hear it ring, that's a real telephone ring, folks. Not that phony cell phone ring. And by the way, this net is being live streamed around the world on the internet. Can you say Friday Night Fun Net in Yiddish, Swahili, Mandarin, Chinese, Urdu, the Pashtun? Okay, again, we're being live streamed around the world on the internet. Let's see. What time is it? Over in the UK, it's just past 4:15 in the morning. Somebody sitting in the pub there is probably listening to us on the internet over there. Okay, and again, this net is being recorded for future rebroadcast on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. You listen to past the Friday Night Fun Nets, or you listen to this net too after we get done posted. You say you can't, you miss the Friday Night Fun Net when it's on? Well, no problem. Go to the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page anytime of the day or night, 7 days or 7 nights a week, and listen to past editions of the Friday Night Fun Net. Every night is Friday night with the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page on the past editions of the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, any more stations you want to check in, please go on out.
KC9GCR. This is KC9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India, Scott and Monroe.
K9YI, good evening, Scott. You're checking number 27. What's going on with you?
Just got done with our little visit here. We had our friends over, and they just left for their home. So got on here and thought I'd give you a shout.
Okay, good thing you did, because we're still on there with the net there. Again, we usually don't get done till maybe around 10:15, 10:30, or maybe longer than that, sir. So I'm asking the question tonight. What is your favorite snack food? Popcorn, potato chips, or what do you have?
I like those potato chips. In fact, I like the Ruffles myself, but just about any kind of chip, really. Those Doritos are kind of good, too. Yeah, I go more for the potato chips. Actually, popcorn, I'm not really supposed to eat too much of that, but I used to like it, but pretty much potato chips person, and if you could get some French onion dip there, that would even be better.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how often you check in you get down there to the Freeport there, but if you ever get a chance, buy those the bag those Mrs. Mike's potato chips. They're made right here in Freeport, and I've been a fan of them ever since I was a little kid. I'll tell you what, they're good too.
Oh yeah, I've had those. Yeah, those are very good. Yeah, and I almost think that there was at one time there was a potato chip factory over there in Broadhead, but I don't think that's going anymore. And of course, way back, quite a few years ago, there was a Fritos plant here in Monroe.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, I think that went out quite a while back, but I know people who used to talk about it, and of course it was really nice to get the Fritos fresh from the factory.
Oh yeah, you can get Mrs. Mike's potato chips right from the factory. There too. In fact, you can buy them in a huge container, round container, if you want, because you could even have them shipped anywhere in the country. My older sister was a big fan of them, and one time we even had actually a container, a large round container shipped to her down in Texas.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about them. I like I say, I remember having them before, and I really like them. And so I'll have to look for those chips again. It is kind of neat. You go traveling, and there are these, small potato chip factories, in different parts of the country, and some of those small brand ones, boy, they sure are good.
Yeah, you can't beat those local mom and pop brands. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, Scott. By the way, Dave, K9YE checked into the net there as an early bird check-in. So that's about it there. So let's see. KD9GDY checked in. I know he checks in on your net, and that's about it. So some of the people checked in your net checked into this net too tonight.
Well, that sounds good. Jamie checked in Thursday night to the Mara net up in Madison. That's quite a long haul from Rockford up there to Madison.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know he checks into your net there on Sunday night. Well, he also checks into the net down in DeKalb on the Monday night at 8:30, and he checks into the Ogle County net on Tuesday night. Yeah, he does. He checks. He's good about checking into all the different nets and stuff.
Yeah, he's really does seem to catch most of those nets, and so that's good. Yeah. Well, Jim, I'll let you maybe get some more check-ins. It's getting towards the end. I didn't know if you'd still be on because it's already 10:23 here, so or just about anyway. So anyway, the evening went by fast.
It sure did. Yeah, that's yeah. Ain't that the truth? Okay, Scott. Hey, have a good night. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll definitely catch you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night.
Sounds good, Jim. This is KC9YI. I'll be clear.
Okay, are there any more stations who'd like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out.
KD9MED with another internet check-in.
QLS. QLS. Hello, and let me get back to you in a minute. I think there was another station trying to check in. Another station, come back.
Yep, KD9MED with another internet check-in.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
That's Ed from Nashville, Tennessee. Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo.
Whiskey 4 Echo Mike. What was the last letter of that call?
Whiskey 4 Echo Mike Bravo. Ed from Nashville, Tennessee. Runs a 17-meter group.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for that information there, Mike. Okay, Linda, KC9QLS, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Jim. Hope you're doing well. When you were asking about chips, I can't think of the last time I had chips, but my weak spot's ice cream.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. How's Pat doing?
He's doing pretty good. both of us kind of laid back with our physical ailments, so it's like, I don't know. How did we get this old, Jim?
I understand. That's the way it goes. Sorry about it. This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun on the W9AXD Repeater and Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun. That's February report. Okay, I'm going to tell you what, Linda. I'm going to go ahead and check him in anyway. So, Linda, have a good night. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay, for the records, and KC9QLS checking in for N9SOC, and I will be out, 73.
Okay, you're checking number 28, and that internet checking was checking number 29, and Pat is checking number 30. 73's Linda, K9 GCR, we clear. Good night. Do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out. This time I'm going to do my honorary checks. We're going to put, okay, Tony N9ARB, HC honorary check-in. His better half Tracy, N9TAB. HC honorary check-in, okay? We'll put in, let's see, A9 Sugar Fox at the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club south of Rockford, okay? K9FEO, Justin, HC honorary check-in. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in Auburn, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9ZO, HC honorary check-in. Let me check. I got checking Brandon, KD9LOA, HC honorary check-in. And we'll put down John and McConnell. KD9OVJ, HC honorary check-in. Okay, I got a total of 7 honorary check-ins. We have any more stations while checking the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out. Okay, I want to thank the members of RARA, the RARA Board of Trustees, Board of Directors, and especially Kirk KD9MED, the Repeater Chairman, for allowing me to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm gonna run down the list of stations so far who's checked in. K9ICH, Robert, 89YE, Dave, 89VU, N9GBP, K9SBA, K9KGT, AC9NW, KD9OPC, Bill over in Pecatonica, W9JTC, Jamie, K9HKX, Larry, H9GO, Larry, K9MED, Mike, KF9SD, Pat and Warren, Internet checking, AE9JF, Jim, and Love Spark, KD9 Curran Roscoe, K9QPL, Paul, K9RGG Norm, K9MCC, Internet checking, myself, K9GCR, net control, K9GDY, W9WTF, N9CNW, K9EPC, Al Don Rochelle, K9HWK, K9FLO, Dean and Roscoe, K9QDP, Rick in the Rockford, K9YI, Scott Monroe, and Linda, KC9QLS, another internet check in W4EMB in Nashville, Tennessee, N9SOC, Pat, Linda the better half, and Roscoe, and my honorary check-ins, N9ARB, N9TAP, A9SF, K9FEO, N9ZO, K9LOA, and KD9OVJ. Yeah, I got a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 on there check-ins, one early bird check-in, and let's see, 3 internet check-ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 honorary check-ins. It leaves a grand total of 37 check-ins. Are there any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, be sure you know what? George, N9WSQ. George, sometimes you've been checking into this net. I put in about 8 honorary check-in. And, let's see. Okay. Count stands at 38 check-ins. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers, your aunts and uncles, your brothers and sisters. Let's do that again. Be sure you tell be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews. Be sure you tell your grandparents, your in-laws. Be sure you tell your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell your Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store, the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waitresses, your bartenders, your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell your new car dealer, your used car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell when you go to the post office to buy your stamps or envelopes, be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter there. Be sure you tell your garage mechanic, your used car dealer, your new car dealer. Be sure you tell your members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your banker, your stockbroker, your income tax consultant. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your imams, your ayatollahs, or your mullahs. Be sure you tell your divorce lawyer, your probation officer, your parole officers. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. More check-ins to pair the net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. I'm sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you clench your fist or raise a knee or take a knee while the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. If you don't pack the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's all there is to it. Okay. I want to thank you for everybody for checking in. It was a good turnout. We had a lot of opinions as to what your favorite snack was. That's great. Okay. This is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, we're in the region. What's without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw.
KC9GCR. This is Kilo Delta 9, Quebec Victor Echo. Greg and Beloit.
9QBE. Good evening, Greg. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. I do like a hockey practice on Friday nights, so for about an hour and a half. And I was just at home, I ate some food, and I was listening to Friday Night Fun Net as I was staring at my fire. So I thought, well, I guess I'll check in. So, how are you doing, Jimmy?
Well, I'm doing fine. That's what we're talking about, food. I'm asking anybody what their favorite snack is. Potato chips, popcorn, cookies, or what?
I like pizza. So that's my snack. I like pizza, I think, when I'm eating something. It seems like I'm getting ready to have one of those GI scopes, I'm going to reset. So my wife's cooking oatmeal every day, so I've been snacking on oatmeal a lot. You know, I guess I want to make sure everything's polished up there for the dock. So, anyways, KD9QVE.
This is K9 GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net January Freeport. Sounds good there. Scott K9YI checked in, as long as several other hands also checked into the Sunday night Monroe net. So it's been a good turnout so far tonight. 39 check-in.
Well, that's quite a bit. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, the whole family was sitting around listening for a while. Everyone's went to bed now, but we listened. Oh, I don't know. They listened for probably about a half hour or so. We're listening to the questions for the testing and stuff like that. So that's kind of neat. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go. This is K9QVE back to KC9GCR. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good, Greg. Thank you for checking. Yeah, we got a VE testing session tomorrow at 12:30 in the Freeport Public Library. Hopefully a lot of people will show up and a lot of people will pass. You have a good night. You have a good weekend. We'll talk to you down the log. Thank you for checking in. Okay, you know what? Number 40, W9RLT, Ricky. He'll be happy when I tell him about the weather spotter class here in Seams County next month. But he's checking number 40. Again, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from everywhere in the region. With route traffic, please call K9 GCR. Last call for Ratjaw. Okay, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, February 4th, 2022. I want to thank everybody for checking in. A great turnout, 40 check-ins, and it was a great topic tonight. Before you go to bed tonight, enjoy your favorite snack, whether it's popcorn, pizza, the cookies, potato chips, or what have you. Okay, tune in again next week for another edition of the Friday Night Fun. It'll be right after the Zoom and on-air meeting next Friday night. Hopefully it'll be right here on this repeater. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater, we hope, for another edition of the Friday Night Fun. And until then, this is Jim, K9GCR, now closing down this Friday, February 4th, 2022 edition of Friday Night Fun Net, and return the repeater and the frequency to normal amateur radio use at 10:37 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 hours 37 minutes Zulu time, with a total of 40 check-ins. 7-3s, everybody. This is K9GCR. Will be clear. 7-3s to all, and to all a good night. Forgot KD9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it. And thank you for the internet check-ins. 2 hour, 37 minute net with a total of 40 check-ins.
Copy that. KD9MED posting the net and shutting down the stream.
Have a good evening. Good night.
73 Jimmy.